Hello coders, I hope you are coding well. In the previous video, we created start test page and after this we called get questions API of the test and we displayed these questions to the user, and in today's video we will create test result entity to store the results of the test in our Spring Boot application, and after this we will create test result DTO and test result repository. So let's get started. So in our Spring Boot application, first of all we need to create the test result entity, and to do this we will right click on our entities package and we will choose a new Java class and we will name this class as test result, and after this we will annotate this class with @entity annotation from jakarta.persistence, and after this annotation we will add the annotation of data from Lombok, and after this we need to create the properties for our test result entity, and first of all we need to store the id, and to do this we will write private and the data type of this will be long and we will name this as id, and after this to make it a primary key we will annotate this with @id annotation, and after this annotation we need to add the annotation to generate it automatically, and to do this we will add the annotation of generated value, and in this we need to set the strategy and we will give this as generation type dot identity so it can increment one by one automatically, and after this we need to store the total number of questions at the time of the test, and to do this we will write private and the data type of this will be int and we will name this as total questions, and after this we need to store the total number of correct answers, and to do this we will write private and the data type of this will be int and we will name this as correct answers, and after this we need to store the percentage as well, and to do this we will write private and the data type of this will be double and we will name this as percentage, and after this we need to create a relationship of test in this test result class, and to do this we will write private and for the data type we will give this as test and we will import it from quizserver dot entities, and after this we will name this as test, and because one test can have multiple test results so we will annotate this with many to one annotation, and after this annotation we will add the annotation of join column, and in this we need to pass the column name and we will give this as test underscore id, and after this we need to create the relationship of user with this test result, and to do this we will write private, and after this we will mention user class and we will import it from quizserver dot entities, and then we will name this as user, and because one user can take multiple tests so we will annotate this with many to one annotation as well, and after this we will give the annotation of join column, and after this for the name we will give this as user underscore id, and with this our test result entity is completed. Now we need to create repository for this class, and to do this we will right click on our repository package and we will choose a new Java class and we will name this class as test result repository, and after this for the type we will give this as interface, and after this we will annotate this class with @repository annotation, and after this we need to extend this repository from the JPA repository, and to do this we will write extends, and after this we will mention JPA repository, and in this we need to give the entity and the data type of the primary key, and for the entity we will give this as test result, and after this for the data type of the primary key we will give this as long, and with this our test result repository is completed as well, and now we need to create test result DTO, and to do this we will right click on our DTO package and we will choose a new Java class and we will name this class as test result DTO, and after this to get the getters and setters we will annotate this with data annotation from Lombok, and after this we need to create properties in this test result DTO, and to do this we will open test result entity, and from this class we will copy id, total questions, correct answer and percentage, and after this we will go back to the test result DTO and we will paste them here, and after this we need to mention the properties for the test name and the username, And to do this, we will write private and the data type of this will be string, and we will name this as test name. And after this, we will duplicate this line one time. And after this, we will replace this test name with user name. And with this, our test result DTO is completed as well. Now we need to create a method to convert the test result entity to the test result DTO. And to do this, we will go back to the test result class, and at the end of this class we will start writing a new method, and this method will return test result in DTO, and we will name this method as get DTO. And in the body of this method we need to create a test result DTO, so we will write test result DTO, and we will name this as DTO, and we will initialize this with new test result DTO. And after this we need to set the data, and to do this we will use DTO and we will call a method set ID, and in this we will pass the ID. And after this we need to set the total questions, and after this we will call a method set total questions, and in this we will pass total questions. And after this, in the same way, we will set correct answers, and after the correct answers we will set percentage, and after the percentage we need to set the test name. And to do this we will use DTO and we will call a method set test name, and in this we will use our test, and after this we will call a method get title. And after this we need to set the username, and to do this we will use DTO and we will call a method set username, and in this we will use our user and we will call a method get name. And after this, at the end we will write a return statement and we will return this DTO from here. And with this our get DTO method is completed as well. Now let's run our application. And as you can see, our application is up on port 8080 without any errors. And in the logs we can see the SQL query got executed to create the test result table. And now let's go to MySQL Workbench to verify this update. And in the MySQL Workbench we will open quiz server DB, and after this we will open the tables drop down, and as you can see we got a new table with the name of test result. Now let's open this table, and as you can see in this table we got the columns of ID, correct answers, percentage, total questions, test ID, and user ID. And that's it for today's video. In the next video we will create an API call to submit the answers, and after this we will do the calculations and we will save the record in this table.